think I'd try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. Feeling alright, I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. You feeling alright? I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. I guess I'm gonna stay, but I'm just gonna wait in the background, watching you talk to her. I know this might look bad, but I'm just gonna melt in the background, watching you lean into her. I'm a fool. I just wanna get close to you. Yeah, I wanna get close. I'm a fool. I know. Are you thinking about us too? 'Cause I don't know. Are you missing it just like I do? Are you worried about me too? 'Cause I'm thinking aloud, I'm wondering about you, eh?
What's up, y'all? Sean here. Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. That was kind of a weird start. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to edit a video in Divinci Resolve. We're going to pull up Divinci Resolve's website, show you guys how to get Divinci Resolve. There's a free version. It's barely limited. To be honest, you can, out of the box for free, you can do a ton of stuff. And then what we're going to do is I've actually purchased the license for it. So I'm able to do 3D stuff and some advanced stuff with it. But if all you've got is a hobby and you're flying with your drone and you're getting some cool footage and you just want to piece it together for YouTube, I'm going to show you how to do all of that for free tonight. Now, there's a couple things that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Epidemic sound. That's not free, but YouTube has a lot of free music that's not copyrighted. But if your channel is not monetized, you don't really have to worry about using copyrighted music until you start monetizing your videos. Okay, so there's that. Tonight might be kind of weird too because Divinci Resolve is in front of me. Usually you guys are in front of me, but you guys are over there. So if I look over there, I'm just checking the stream, checking who's here, how many people are here. What's up, Brent? Welcome to the chat. Super excited you're here. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I've got you guys. I've got a pop-out chat right in front of me next to Divinci Resolve. So hopefully I can check your comments at the same time that I'm doing all of my live stream mumbo jumbo and running through the tutorial and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited. I haven't done a hands-on live stream in a while. And I thought this would be really, really cool. I've been flying a lot lately. And so that means I had a lot of footage videos to make for you guys and not really any informative videos. So I wanted to put together an informative video live stream where you guys can ask questions. We can go through, the process of putting all of your files in Divinci Resolve, editing it. We're going to add some effects. Now, again, I don't know exactly what is included in the free version, but the license is like a lifetime for like $200, maybe $250, $300. We're going to look at the pricing tonight. I hate to say pricing on this channel because there's a good chance the pricing is going to change by the time someone watches this in 6 months. And then they're going to call me a big fat liar. So I don't want to do that. But excuse me. I tickled myself. But hopefully this will be an informative video for you guys. And I'm going to show you never before seen footage. So this is kind of a behind the scenes video live stream of how I edit my my drone videos. And then after this, I'm going to push this video live. I don't know if I might go back and add some tweaks to it. But for the most part, I'm going to kind of show you my whole process. So I'm super excited. So I wonder why my chat's not showing up here. All right, I'm going to fix something real quick, guys. If you haven't been in the channel before, this is the pre-show. This is when we get all of our ducks in a row so we can have a good show. And I see you guys are chatting, but I'm not seeing the chats on what I popped out. So I'm going to pop it out now. I wonder why that's not working. I wonder if you guys are watching me on my other channel. Oh, that's why. I'm on the wrong channel. Duh. So I typed "What's up, y'all" to a channel that nobody's watching. So there that is. So I'm live streaming I'm live streaming to Facebook, my old YouTube channel, and my new YouTube channel. So hopefully I can get some content on my old YouTube channel and kind of resurrect that from the dead, but we will see what happens. There we go. That's what I like to see, people chatting. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay, now we're all set up to have a good show tonight. All right, I want to pull you over here. So you're saying I'm a little blurry? Let me see if I can fix that. Getting all up on you. What up? Okay. So we're going to put it on manual focus. Here we go. Okay. So what about now? Am I crispy? Good and crispy? I changed my setup a little bit. Let me do one more thing. There. So I changed my setup a little bit. I'm trying to make my background as blurry as possible. And so instead of my webcam, or instead of my, what is this, G7X, my Canon G7X, instead of having it right above my monitor, usually it's here, okay? And now it's way back there. So I tried to zoom in, because I've noticed the farther you zoom in, the deeper the depth of field is. So just on this specific camera. So I'm playing around with that. I want to look as good as Brent Newman when he has his camera up, because he's got some sexy background blur. I'm not gonna lie. So that's what I did, and yeah, it was one of those last minute. I should never make changes at the last minute right before a show, but that's what happened. So it's going to take a while to get through the editing, so I want to get into that. But I wanted to share the flight with you guys first. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go into the flight, and I'm going to commentate kind of everything that I was doing on the flight. So here we are at the Nashville Super Speedway. We're here at the Nashville Super Speedway, and this is the DJI Air 2S. I'm in cinema mode. And like I said in another video, cinema mode is about the only thing I fly in when I'm getting cool video. Because you can always speed up video and make it look like you're flying faster. But I just think the more frames per second that you can get something, I just think it looks better. So let me get my logo and everything out of the way. So here we are. This is the Nashville Super Speedway. As you can see, I'm already 377 feet up in the air. And I took off, and I don't know if you can see, I'm basically on that corner right there, where I took off from. So I'm kind of backing up. There's my car. We just passed my car. And so I'm backing up to get the whole super speedway in the shot. And it's huge, y'all. Actually, let me switch screens. That way it looks like I'm looking at it. How's that? There, that's way better. So this is my slow approach to, I'm getting everything lined up and getting my camera angle. I want to get a little bit of sky, but not a lot. You can see the horizon is on point. That horizon is very, very straight. And then I set my automatic light to the middle, very middle, the auto exposure. And we're moving in. You can see I'm moving in about 33 miles an hour. And I'm shooting this in 4K 30 frames per second. It's a very overcast day. So what I like about overcast days is there is no shadows and harsh light. Like everything's kind of even, kind of like the golden hour. But there's also not, like you don't get the sunset look of the golden hour either. So the sky's still blue, but I like flying in overcast days just because you know, there's not a lot of harsh shadows, so you get kind of an even. It's kind of like a diffused light over the earth. So there was the kind of approach, and now I want to get kind of a cable shot of the stands. Now I didn't know this before, but I zoomed in 2 times and I thought it was going to be lossless, but it didn't seem to be lossless when I shot my dad's house. So I don't know what's going on there. I've got to check to see if the zoom is a digital zoom that's not lossless, then I'm never going to use it, to be honest. But there's kind of a ghost town. There's not much going on there. There's like a couple guys sweeping the parking lot and stuff like that. But for the most part, I was kind of out there all by myself. It was kind of nice. So I started this approach lining up the bleachers here, but then I realized I wanted to line it up on the, oh, sorry. Let's back that up a little bit. I want you guys to see something. Okay. So look at my distance. So right now I'm at 1560 feet away. And I keep going too far. And I didn't realize that the distance on my drone, like the handlebar, or not the handlebars, what is it called? What is it called? It's not handlebars. What are the wheels on the side of your car, on your bike? Training wheels. So the training wheels in the app, see how it goes red right there? I hate it when my drone starts limiting me, because I can see that I've got all the satellites. I've got full RC. So I came in here to look at my, see right there, 1574 is as far as I can go. So I just opened that up. Because I know if it loses connection, it's going to come home anyway. And I can, like, if my RC starts going into the yellow zone, then I'm going to pull it back. So right now I decided that I wanted to line up the sweet boxes on the top of the bleachers. So now I'm going over to start my shot, looking at the parking lot. And now I'm just flying sideways. So I'm just pushing one stick sideways. But as you can see, I'm 383 feet up in the air, and I'm barely over the bleachers. So, flying the super speedway, it's almost tall enough that you can't do it very well. And it looks like there's a 4K camera on Facebook that I need to check out. So that's exciting. That's always fun in the middle of a shoot. So yeah, and then that's me zooming out back to 1%. I like the ability to zoom in though. It's kind of nice that you can get close to things without getting close to things. And then I was here. I keep touching the screen, trying to do the tracking, but I don't know that mode is turned on. And you can see it keeps saying shooting in progress. That's because I'm trying to hit that the modes button over there, and it's not working because it's saying that I'm in the middle of recording a video. So what I decided to do is just kind of record the whole thing. So now I'm pointing at the ground, and I'm going to do an approach on the pit. So the pit is where all the race cars and everything hangs out. So these are all the people that are actually racing. There's a big parking lot. Those stripes down there are places where people can park their trailers and their cars can come out. I had the opportunity to film my nephew as he raced this weekend, and it was pretty cool. I got to hang out in the pit, and so I had to learn all about racing. So there's the approach there. I love the tunnel. If I had an FPV drone, I'd fly through that tunnel. I could probably do it with this, but there's really tall fences around the super speedway and barbed wire, so I didn't want to crash. Okay, I was being as safe as I could. So here's me flying, approaching, and I had a video last week of the ballpark, and I really liked on the approach the shot that I got pointing down at it. So I wanted to do that here as well. So basically what I'm doing is I'm flying forward and I'm adjusting the angle on the gimbal as well. So you can see it's -40, -41, -42. If you just barely touch it and just let it do its thing, it'll kind of slowly point down at the ground as I'm going. And then, so I like that. And then I decided to go the other way after I hit the middle. I'm not sure if I did it this time or not. So yeah, so now I'm going back up with the gimbal. So I think that's a pretty cool shot too. Let me know in the chat if you guys are still watching. I see there's 3 people here, so hopefully you guys are not bored. But I love that little water tower. I love the sky. I think the sky looks cool here. I love the countryside. And guys, that rock wall down there is probably like, it's pretty tall. It's probably like 50 feet tall. So just to give you an idea, I'm 375 feet up in the air. Since I'm recording something so big, it kind of doesn't feel like I'm that high up in the air. But I mean, that warehouse is huge. Just to let you know how high I am. And there's bulldozers and stuff down there. They look like ants right now. So now this is me just kind of flying through the air, trying to touch the sticks gently so that I get a nice, nice approach, get some kind of curved shots. I really like that checkered flag stage down there. I think it's really cool. And then I like the checkered flag on the stands right there as well. Now the colors, there's really not much color here. Like there's the countryside, and then everything about the speedway is just kind of gray or like concrete color. So I was really expecting it to look better because I drive by it every day that I take my son to football. There's a sign, Nashville Super Speedway, and you can see the Super Speedway kind of. Not from 840, but if you go on the road, you can see it. And then there's this gas station that I stop at to get Hardee's sausage biscuits in the morning. And you can see the super speedway from there. So this is my approach. I had kind of a squirrel moment, I think, right here. I saw the water tower, so I tried to start approaching the water tower, but I didn't realize that the words kind of weren't pointing at me. And when I got to this point, I was like, there's no way I can make that look good. Turning around and looking at, so you could read the words on the tower. So I just decided to make kind of a cool little point at it. And then I decided to fly over it. So it looks like Adeville right there, but it's Gladeville Utility District. That's what it says. This is the kind of where all the cars park. I feel like this is where the workers park. Like everybody that's kind of behind the scenes of the racetrack, because there's kind of like this is how you get to the pit over here on this side. Actually, it might not be how you get to the pit. I feel like that tunnel is how you get to the pit. But it looks like there's a road that goes around the whole thing. And then here's just another approach. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take all of the video from this flight. And this is me just chewing up my battery, getting as much footage as I can. I always like it when I'm flying over something and there's a moving vehicle going in the same direction I am. I always think that's kind of cool. There's another moving car back there. It's just kind of neat. All that looks like lakes, but back there's just a bunch of warehouses. Super Speedway's over near Gladeville, Tennessee, where my son goes to school, and there's like Amazon is out there. So there's Rooms to Go's out there. So there's all these huge warehouses. Like Cracker Barrel headquarters is pretty close to here, all that kind of stuff. Dell Computer has a warehouse out here. So this is kind of the country where there's a lot of land, a lot of flat land to put warehouses. So here, I want to show you guys this. If you guys can, if you guys are scared to fly over buildings and stuff, now I flew over it backwards, which is kind of an advanced move. But if you can see the other side of the building, then you're above it. If you can't see over the top of the building, then you are not above the building. So you can see from here, I can see the other side of the building. So there's no way I'm going to hit the building. Okay. And all of the lights are underneath the top of that building. So I know I'm safe. One thing that I usually do is I go around and I find the tallest thing and I kind of get my drone near it so I can see how tall it is. I kind of measure things around where I'm at. But 380 feet is taller. So I decided to kind of do my same little gimbal trick, pointing down as I'm going over. I thought it turned out pretty neat. But we're going to have to do some stuff with the colors because we got a little bit of blue, we got a little bit of burgundy, and then the windows on the tower are very, like, I don't know, they're kind of like a dark sea blue, if that makes sense. So there's some tricks in Divinci Resolve to kind of make the colors pop. And you can sit around and play with like color grading all you want to. I'm not there yet. One of the next videos that I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to record something in D-Log, and then I'm going to run through Divinci Resolve and teach you guys how to color grade that D-Log footage. So I think that'll be a good video. This is probably the most professional drone that I've had from DJI. I did have the Mavic Pro, but the camera wasn't that. I mean, the camera was 4K. And it was great, but the professional aspect about that drone was the flight characteristics. This has the flight characteristics. The Air 2S has the flight characteristics, has a 1-inch sensor that shoots beautiful video, and it's got obstacle avoidance all around it. So I'm very happy with everything about this drone so far. Something else is coming up on the channel. I'm getting a smart controller. So we are going to be testing out the smart controller. And then something else that I'm trying to figure out is how to get some Epson, I think they're BT35Es, I think, that have an HDMI out. So it's basically line of sight glasses that you can also see the screen of your smart controller. Now, you don't have near the connection that you do with the regular controller, but because it's OcuSync 2 instead of 3, but the capabilities are pretty awesome if I can get the goggles to work, or the glasses. So super excited about that, because you can have glasses without an observer. All right, so what do you guys think about that? That was pretty cool, huh? You guys just went on a flight with me. So am I blurry, Steve? Do I need to get up here? So what we're going to do now is I am going to show you guys how I edit this video. Okay. So we're going to add this screen. And you guys might not be able to read what's here. And that's okay. So, because that's there for me. That's how I can read what you guys are saying. All right. All right. So here we are in Divinci Resolve. Basically, the first thing you ever do in Divinci Resolve, there will be this screen that comes up, and it's the project manager. And you can start a new project right here, or start a new folder, or you can close this. What I always do is I start a new project and you name the project. I've already done that, so we're gonna go into here. Okay. What this screen is this is the media screen. And I wonder why it doesn't show you what. So this is the media. So the first thing you want to do is you want to bring your media into your project. So over here, there's like a file explorer. Here is what's in that folder. So what I've done is I've gone to the folder on my computer, and then I've gone to my DJI Air 2S folder, and then I organize things by dates. So I'm going to my 5/17 is when I took this footage. So I took this footage yesterday afternoon. Okay. And in here, you've got everything in the folder. And if you click on something over here in the player, you can kind of scrub through the footage to see exactly what it is. Okay. This is a picture that I took for this very live stream for the thumbnail. I've already downloaded some music, but I'll show you where I get that music and how I download it. This is the video that we just watched, so that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is let's see, and I don't want this video. This is the screen recording of my phone, and you can hear there's audio on it. I don't know if you can hear the audio. Actually, am I sharing the audio? Let me see. So that's important. All right, I'm gonna add it again because I forgot to share audio. All right, and then so let's go through where I get my audio. This will be a quick plug for all right, I'm gonna well, dang it. All right. You know what? We're just going to do this. All right. So I'm going to bring this over here. This is Epidemic Sound. And Epidemic Sound is a place where you can subscribe to music. If you need like free music, you can look on YouTube and and find their sound library, and you can get audio there. But since this is a racetrack, I picked this song, Racing for Life. And this is kind of the first track. It's got kind of a nice little... All right. So, and then there's, on each one of these songs, there's this little Find Similar icon. So what I did was I clicked Find Similar, and then here's a whole bunch of different songs that kind of sound like it. I like to do that with all my videos to get kind of like a sound bed that kind of all matches. So here's this one. So I don't like that one. I downloaded one from Love Caliber, I thought. Maybe it's this one. I know the way that the things that they say about me. Okay. So there's a quick, and then if you click on here, you can download the song. All right. So there's that. So what I did was I downloaded those songs. I put everything in a folder. So I've got DJI 12. That's a file that I want. I want 13. I want 14. And I want 15. Okay, so this is all the same flight. Let's see. Oh, no, that's 12. Let's see. So 15... I fly all the way to me. All right, so we've got all that stuff. Then I'm going to listen to these songs and see which one I wanted. I don't think that's one I wanted. What was the one we just listed? Race for Life? Yep. I just like that drive, and it's kind of country, which is kind of a racing theme. So there's that. Yeah, I like that one. So we're going to add that to my media. I wanted to put a girl's voice in there to kind of mix it up a little bit. And I don't know if we'll get to this song. This is kind of... No, that one ends up kind of weird. All right, so we're going to start with that. We might not have enough music, but yeah. Stephen Drone says that he uses Fillmore editing. I just cut the bad parts out and add music. I just started using Epidemic sound. Nice. So he uses Fillmore, which is cool. All right, so that's the media tab. We're going to skip over the cut because I don't ever use cut. You can get real intricate clips from cut, but I go straight to the edit tab. And if you can't see where my mouse is, it's way down here. There's these tabs, and this is all your stuff. I'm going to go to this one, okay? And this is cut, and this is already my timeline, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my clips down in order. So I'm going to drag this, put it down there. I'm going to go to the end of the clip, and I've got this set to snap, and I'm going to go to 13, and I'm going to add it. And then I'm going to go to 14. I'm going to add it. This is the add button, insert clip. And then I'm going to go to 15, and I'm going to insert it, okay? This last clip is kind of maybe not something there. Something that I forgot to do is I forgot to insert my intro and my outro. So I have a sys folder, Sean Hyde Studios. Oh, it's not there. It is in, where is it at? Divinci videos. It's in that folder, that sys folder. And since this video is 4K, I'm going to grab the intro and drop it. And I'm going to make the outro and drop it. All right, so now we're going to go back to edit. Now that I have all of my clips on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to cut out all the unnecessary stuff. Okay. So we're going to start here. Whenever I'm moving the camera, that's what I'm going to cut. So I'm going to hit the B button. And what the B button does is it's going to, I forget what B stands for. Let's see. Blade. So I'm going to use my blade tool. And since I've got everything set to snap, we've got the scrubber right here. And I'm going to click it right there. Okay. Then I'm going to hit the A button and select this one clip. Do you guys need to see me? I think I'm going to make this full screen so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to click on this clip and I'm going to hit, well, nope. I'm going to click the delete button. What that does is it deletes the file, but it also puts the clips together. So now, is there kind of a weird little turn there? Yep. So I don't like that right there. So we're getting lined up. All right. So let's cut that clip out. All right. And then we're going to scrub ahead. To about right there. Cut that. And then we're going to go to the next part. I'm getting all lined up. Okay. Then I'm going to hit the blade tool, hit A, and then I'm going to select the clip in between there that I don't want, and I'm going to kill that. So now I think this is a pretty good shot all the way up to there. So I'm going to hit the blade tool. And then I'm going to come through here. And now I'm doing all my lining up. So this is all just kind of mess. So we're going to start here. We're going to kill that footage. I think we're just going to leave it there. All right. Now we're lining up this shot. Then we're going to come over here. I'm going to cut it about there. And then we're going to cut it about there. I like that approach. And I want to cut this in half. So I'm going to come all the way down to about there. And then we're going to bring this around. All this is still good footage. I might chop this up eventually. All that seems to be good. I feel like that's not a good shot right there. So we're going to break it here. And then this is me kind of lining up the shot. That's not bad right there. I don't know if we're going to use that, but it's good footage. All right, now this is me getting lined up. Got 9 people in here. Welcome to the chat, everybody. I know this is a hands-on tutorial, so we're not talking about anything. But feel free to ask questions while I'm doing this. So we're going to approach down there. It's good. It's good. All right. And I feel like it stops about there. And I think the rest of the footage is just kind of is just me coming home. And this is kind of me coming home frantically. Not frantically, but I'm like at the end of my battery, you know? What's up, Ken Steele? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Yep, I'm giving kind of a crash course on what I do quickly. A lot of my technique comes from years of Final Cut Pro. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the end there. But so we've got about 9 minutes of good footage out of that flight. So we've got 3 songs. So I think we'll be able to get 9 minutes of cool stuff out of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I don't know that I'm going to do much of splitting these tracks, splitting the timeline up that much. I might just, let's just play through this and see what happens. I want to pick like the best shot as kind of like the intro to the video, and then the rest is just kind of like, I used to work for a newspaper, and I laid out the newspaper every day because I'm a graphic designer. And the way the stories are written, they're written in such a way that all the primary information is on the first paragraph. And then the second paragraph's not as important. And then the third paragraph's not as important as that. So if we ever have to cut a story to fit everything in the newspaper, I can just cut the last 3 paragraphs off and the story still reads the way it should. That's kind of how I treat my video footage. Sometimes I do just kind of if I do like one continuous flight, then it doesn't matter. But if I'm editing to a song or something like that, I like to kind of mix up the footage. And this is something that I could break up, this footage right here. But so what we've done is we've clipped it out to all of the good footage. We've taken out, whenever I'm lining up my shot, I want to do like a, when I was going across the bleachers, I wanted to get it lined up so that it was a good flyby. I feel like I could have gotten a little bit better angle. And then, so this is lined up. So I'm doing kind of a flyover. And any of these flights, any of these videos, you can forward or reverse, you can flip them, all of that stuff. So if you decided that you're flying the wrong way, you can make it go backwards if you want to. There's some kind of weird jello thing on there, and I'm hoping that's just my computer and not the final render. But it doesn't seem to be jelloing now, and now it's jelloing again. So I'm not sure if the Air 2S flies backwards very well. Not sure on that. But the jello's not there on the forward shot. But I'm going to leave it in there just because, we want to see what the Air 2S can do. Part of my channel is learning what the limitations of our tools are. So this is a pretty cool shot. I'm digging that shot a lot. We split this up. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go through, how are we doing on time? It's 7:30 already. So the next thing I want to do, I feel pretty confident that these clips are pretty good. So I'm going to come through here. That's a good clip. That's a good clip. That's a good clip, but it might have too much on the intro. That's a good clip. I like the sizes of these clips so far. This one's kind of backing up. This one's kind of going forward. I like that. We'll split that up a little bit, just so it doesn't look like, oh, he backed up and then he went forward. Then this one kind of goes here. I like that shot, maybe out to about there. That looks like a good shot. I think I'm going to start this one here. And this is going to kind of fly around. We're going to break it there. And then this one, it's going to be kind of a cool shot to go all the way to the bleachers. I like that. It's a pretty good shot. And then that's kind of a mess. Okay. Oop. Undo that. We're just going to kill that clip because that's kind of a transition clip. I like that. About to there. I like that car. You guys see that car in the distance? It's going the same speed as my drone. Kind of cool. But I think I'm going to just pass the water tower. And then I'm going to break it there. Blade it. Then we're going to come in. This is kind of a cool transition kind of clip. So we're going to get to there and break it there. And then that's kind of a really cool approach. I like those. This one's got two vehicles going in different directions. I just like that shot. And then we're going to break it right there. I don't want to get the follow through. And then I don't know if that's a good shot or not. Nope. All right, let's break it right there. I'm like not knowing what I'm doing with the gimbal right there. So I don't like that. So we've got Okay. So yeah, that's just not a good shot. What's up, Fox Vader? When I see your name, I think of like Darth Vader. Fox Vader is kind of like, it rhymes with Darth Vader. So this one's kind of cool. This is a cool shot. Okay, so I like the approach and I like the gimbal going down, but I don't like how the gimbal moves down and then I start going without the gimbal moving. So we're going to get this gimbal move until the gimbal stops moving, and we're going to break it there. So that's a cool shot right there, about there. And then I'm going to break it there. And so then this shot will be just a, you know, kind of a downward facing angle, kind of like downward facing dog in yoga. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm going to pause the video right here. You guys see my mouse? So this is a big light. Okay, I didn't know what this was at first, and then I looked down at it, and it's laps. You see, it's like numbered 1 through 10, or maybe 12. I don't know, but these are like lights, and they're lights on all sides, so that people, no matter where you're on the track, you can look at this tower that's in the middle of the racetrack, and you can see kind of where the lights are. So I thought that was cool. All right, so let's see where that goes. All right, so then the gimbal starts to move again. I don't like the gimbal moving. Maybe that's okay. And then that's me just getting back home. Okay, so we'll figure out how to get home later. So I want to talk about transitions a little bit, just so you guys can get kind of an idea of what you can do. Actually, this might be a good time to transition to Davinci, the Divinci Resolve website, so you guys can see how to purchase it. So this is Divinci Resolve 17. You can download it now. I wanted to see what the difference is between the licenses. Well, I got some ads on their page. So let's see what this is. Okay. So these are the different versions of Divinci Resolve. There's Divinci Resolve 17. Which is the free version. Okay. So I would encourage you guys, no matter what you have, it works on Windows, it works on Mac, to download it and just play with it. You can use all the skills that I'm showing you tonight in Divinci Resolve 17. So let's read this right here and see what's going on. So it includes Divinci Resolve Studio 17, which is what I have. Includes everything in the free version, plus Davinci Neural Engine, stereoscopic 3D tools, dozens of extra Resolve effects, filters, and Fairlight effects, plus advanced HDR grading and HDR scopes. So everything that I'm showing you tonight will be in the free version, except for maybe a couple Resolve effects that I'm going to use. Okay. So yeah, just type in Divinci Resolve and download it and see what it can do, and call me a liar if there are things that are missing. But when I do 360 videos, so that's why I have the full version. And these resolve effects might not be included in the free version. Okay. But I want to give you an example of the power of this version. So a lot of you have seen, so let's look at this footage, what we have so far. It's very, to me, the colors are good, but since it's overcast, it's not super poppy. So what I like to do is, the first thing I like to do is de-haze it. And what De-Haze does is it kind of takes, it's kind of like a saturation tool, but it's not like, you don't have to get, if you want to, you can go to the color tab and you can go in here and you can edit these color wheels and all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of an advanced, that's advanced for tonight's tutorial. Okay. But check this out. Okay, here's kind of a fun little effect. We're going to add camera shake on it. Hopefully it'll look like, you know, I'm flying with an old an old crappy drone. Isn't that funny? So, oh crap. So before I leave that on there, we're going to go over to the effects tab and we're going to kill that. But a lot of these, you can scroll over them and see, you know, what it looks like. Like if you were like if I videoed this and I was doing like a 25th anniversary video for it, this film damage would be a really cool shot. Because it would look like a helicopter video, or like a helicopter took this back in the 70s. But isn't that awesome? Here's texture pop. It's very very sharpening. Here's a stop motion. Watch this. So this looks like the Lego movie. That's kind of cool. Here's some kind of cheesy ones like watercolor. Vignette's pretty cool. Do you guys remember the video that I did where I made it look like a tiny, you know, like a tiny video? I think tilt shift is made for drone footage. And I know some of you guys don't like it. You just like the regular footage. But for me, check this out. It looks like I'm flying over a toy. And what tilt shift does is it, you know, blurs the top and the bottom, and it oversaturates everything so that it looks like a toy. But check this out. I think the reveal of this tower and these bleachers is awesome because it draws your attention into the middle of the video. And it's just really cool. And if there were race cars going, now you're not allowed to fly over like large events and stuff like that unless you have approval. So I wouldn't do it. But if there were race cars going around this track, how cool would this effect be on this video? Look at those bleachers. They're starting to come into focus right now. Isn't that neat? I think that's neat. You guys might disagree. But all right, let's stop that. All right, so we're going to pull that off. So this is kind of just some of the effects that you can do. I like to de-haze, and they've added a bunch of effects lately, so I lost my de-haze. Okay, so this is de-haze. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to this clip. And you can see it's very, very strong and saturated. I don't like it this saturated, okay? And just to give you an example, this is what it looks like without it. This is what it looks like with it. I like to bring the De-Haze strength down to 0.5. And that gives it just enough pop. It's added the blue back into the sky. So I'm going to copy what I've done there. On this clip, I'm going to paste attributes. That work? That might not have worked. Nope, that didn't work. So I'm going to undo that. I'm just going to add De-Haze to all these clips. So I'm going to come in here. I feel like what I just did worked before, but it didn't just work. So, and then let's see. Now I'm going to select all these clips. And add De-Haze. Okay, so that added De-Haze to all of them. And then now I'm going to have to go in here and adjust De-Haze effect to all these. All right. Now, De-Haze and tilt shift is beautiful. And I probably should have done this before I cut these videos into 100 chunks, but I'm doing this for you guys on the fly, so. So Ken Steele says tilt shift is even better when you speed up the video a bit. I agree with that. And I think stop motion would be kind of a cool thing to add to it too. But there's a Ken Steele, I'm not sure how familiar you are with my channel, but there's a video that I did where I used Drone Link. So the drone flew around kind of the construction behind my house. And I used Drone Link because I could fly very precise and very slow. And I put this kind of epic trailer music behind it, and I thought it just turned out really cool. Okay, so that's kind of how to add effects. I just like how the De-Haze makes that sky blue. It might be too saturated for you guys, and it might be kind of hard to tell over the live stream. And this is a low resolution preview in Davinci, so there's all of that. But it looks beautiful on my screen. Okay, all right, and I think this shot's really cool. Okay, I think the end of that clip is messed up. I think we're going to break it right there. I keep cutting clips. We're going to run out of footage. Ha. All right. So we're going to talk about transitions real quick. So I have some video transitions that I purchased, but there's also some that are in here already. So these fusion transitions, I think are pretty cool. There's the camera shake again. Some of these are kind of cheesy. I think I've used drop warp. No, I'm not going to do that. So I think let's throw this glitch on and I'll just show you. So what you do with the transitions, you grab them and you throw them between two clips. And let's see what this looks like. It's having a hard time rendering it. Actually, that was a bad example because those are the same clips. Let's do these two. So, kind of cool. Excuse me, I need to drink something. Yeah, Ken, I think you'll like it. It's one of my favorite videos that I've done lately. Another video that I've used, I don't know if I used it, I'm pretty sure I used Divinci Resolve on it. It might have been Final Cut Pro, but there's one that I did, actually it probably is Final Cut Pro, but there's one where I did the Autel Evo 2 Pro with 6K, and I'm flying over a ball field, and that video I think turned out really good. It's got some crazy transitions in it though. So let's find something kind of simple that we like. Maybe a simple. That one's kind of cool. Nope. I've used this one some. Check this out. And we'll see if it renders right. See, that's not too bad. See what it looks like somewhere else. I don't know. All right, so let's not worry about transitions right now, because it looks like it's 7:49 already, and I know you guys need some sleep. All right, so we've got our video bed. So in Divinci Resolve, you have video tracks and you have audio tracks. Since this is a drone video, it does not have any audio with it, but I'll give you an example of if I dragged. Oh, I don't have anything. Oh, yeah. Here's my outro. So if I drag my outro, we've got an audio track. Okay. So that's why there's audio down here. But all of these tracks are kind of interchangeable. I could take a video. I could put my intro on top. Okay. And how it works is everything stacks. So what's on top shows. So since I have this video file on top of my drone video, it'll play that clip. But if I wanted to do like a picture-in-picture, I can grab this clip and I can move it around. And then I can play those two clips the way I want them to. So that's how I would do like my my phone video, like my screen recording on my phone of me flying the drone with the instruments. That's how I do that kind of thing. All right. Oh, crap. All right. And there's something that I did by accident. Divinci Resolve, whenever you delete things, it has a tendency to delete everything. Everything's connected and linked. So that's what happened right there. All right. So I think this is the sound that we're going to play first. So let's put this at the very beginning of our timeline. And I'm just going to add it right there. All right, so here we go. All right, I'm going to do 4 bars. All right, so I'm going to break it right there. And then what I want to do is grab another clip. And I'm going to put these, move these down. All right, so let's see what that looks like. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I like that, but I want a little bit more of it. So I want to start there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now we're going to break that. And let's do another clip. Maybe this one. So I'm going to hit A, and I'm going to pull this out of the timeline, bring it over here, move these down. Lost without a friendly face. No regret. Oh, wait. Did I mess that up? Yep, I messed that up. Now we're going to play that. 20 nights and 20 days. Lost without a friendly face. 1, 2. All right, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit on the beat. And I'm going to put these video clips out of the way because I've already kind of used them. And let's see if we got another shot. I want to kind of hit the shots. That one. All right, I'm going to kind of break it a little bit. Will it fit? No. So I'm going to break it a little bit so it fits. Lost without a friendly face. No reflection from my soul. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I'm going to break that right there. And then I think now it's time to come in.
to hide.
So Ken Steele said you should be looking into getting a speed editor. I think it will really help you organize and drop all those tracks exactly at the right spots. Okay. So is that a tool? Please tell me more about speed editor.
Wishing for a place to hide, a place to leave the dark in me. Calling to my brighter side. Wishing for a place to hide. A place to leave the dark in me forever and ever.
All right, so right there I want a really good shot.
Please leave the dark in me forever.
All right, and then it sings forever. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then I wanted to get the one of me flying. Actually, I think that's the clip I wanted. Getting a little muddy, y'all. Let's see what that sounds like. I didn't like that. I like this part when it comes up. So we're going to break it there. Oh, I want to keep that clip. Actually, going over the tower would be good. That's it. That's what I wanted. All right, let's check this out.
You can tell the story, but I can't deal. Telling it again just to make it real. I'm on the run, I am chasing light. I'm finally a part of the race for life. I'm on the run, I am chasing light. I'm finally a part of the race for life. I'm finally a part of the race for life.
What's up, Nacho? Let's see if I hit this right.
I'm finally a part of the race for life. For life. For 20. For 20 nights and for 20 nights and 20 days, I was drifting out of space. I took away from every side, from everything that shook my ground. Everything that shook my ground. And slowly I was starting to change. Feel the light within my range.
So Fox, I usually go by the waves in the file, but a lot of the music that I use from Epidemic Sounds, this is what the waves look like. Let me take your comment off. So some music has a good waveform, but a lot of this super layered music, the waves aren't as easy to find. Like this is a good wave. This is a good spot. These are good spots, but for the most part, this is just trash. Okay, but that's a great tip. That's a great tip. So Ken Steele says, do a quick search on Black Magic Design. It's to precisely cut and drop your clips all over the timeline and line it up with the music in half the time. So let's see. Smart bin, stacked and tab, live effects, smart trim. Source tape. Fairlight. So is it this editor? Are you talking about the cut screen? Cut tab? All right. So I will learn about the Divinci Resolve speed editor. I will do some research on that and do a tutorial in an up. Divinci Resolve speed editor is a keyboard. Oh, well, dang. That's advanced. So what Ken is talking about Ken is talking about this tool right here, Divinci Resolve Speed Editor. So that is more of an advanced tool than this tutorial, but that's a great call out. So I don't know if I will do a tutorial on that anytime soon, but very cool. That's very cool. And Eat More Possum said he'd love to have some of that highfalutin control surfaces. That's pretty funny. All right, so let's get back to this. It's already 8:09. I can keep going because I think this might only be one song's worth of footage with all the cutting I'm doing. So let's see where I'm at. I've lost all thought. So we came out of the chorus.
I'm finally a part of the race for life. For 20 nights and 20 days.
I missed that cut. So I probably missed up all these.
For 20 nights and 20 days, I was drifting out of space.
Yep, mix these all up. I feel like I didn't if I just fixed this one. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. This also helps if you have rhythm, guys. All right, let's get some of these out of the way. So we've got that shot, we've got that shot, that shot. All right, so let's come into the. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I kind of like that whole clip. I think we're gonna let this fly a little bit. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. I like that. How that worked out. All right. I like what's going on with the music right there. 2. So I lost the rhythm. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. But I like going past it. 2, 3, 4. Right there. Steven Drones. It's not too advanced for you, man. It's all just a bunch of cutting. That's all it is. I feel like I want this here. Let's do that right there. I don't like that. Dang it. Let's try that. Nope, I don't like that. Right there. I don't have enough of that clip. All right, so I don't have enough of that clip, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to retime it. Okay, and when you add retiming controls, basically what I can do is I can make it just a little slower. Now it might mess up the frames per second, but let's see what happens. Not too bad. I'll do that. So, Eat More Possum, I am using Divinci Resolve 17. All right, now I'm getting a little lazy. I'm finally a part of the race for life. I'm finally a part of the race for life. All right. So the live stream's going pretty long, so we're gonna cap it off right now. A couple things that I would do after this. Let's see how much footage we have left. So we've got a lot of footage that I haven't used. I probably should have put some of that in the middle of there, but I might save that for the next song. So what I would do in this video at this point is I would add another song, probably The Girl. I think this is her. And if you guys see the waveform right here, I like to put the song, I don't like to put them top, like end to end. I like to put it in that fade. So check this out. I'm finally a part of the race for life. See how the music kind of just flows into the next song? So, but that's not the song I wanted. So, oh, dang it. So I wanted to get this song in there. And I want to put it right there. All right, let's try it.
I'm finally a part of the race for life.
I like that. That flowed right in on the bar.
At night, lines, all the shady features and all.
So I think to intro that new song, I want that clip of me going over the top of the right here. That one. So I want to put that right about here. So I'm going to make this go all the way to there. Okay. So that was a nice cut. So the last thing I want to do is I want to show you guys how to, there's other tabs in here. We'll go through those tabs in another video. I want to touch on the color tab real quick. So if you're making a thumbnail for your YouTube channel, what I like to do is find a really nice shot. So I usually like close-up shots, but let's just go with, where was it? This one. So let's just go with that clip. Let's say I wanted to make a, grab a screenshot from my video. If you go in here and you right click, there's grab a still right here. It's in the first thing in the menu, grab a still. And what it's done is it's taken a picture of it. Now, what's cool about it is it has grabbed a picture of it with the effects or without the effects. So I like my thumbnail to match the video. So when you right click on this menu, you can export it, or you can export it with display loot, which is the lookup table. And maybe somebody's going to correct me on whether I said loot or LUT, but it's lookup table. It's an acronym, so I can say it however I want. And you can export this and make sure you change this to JPEG or PNG or something that you can use in Photoshop or Figma or Sketch or whatever you use to make your thumbnails. So I usually just do JPEG. And as you can see, there's a screenshot of the ballpark video that I made last time. But yeah, you basically just search whatever folder you want to put it in and hit the export button. Okay. The last thing, and another advanced tutorial would be the audio. Here's a place that you can do voiceovers and stuff like that. But for tonight, since we're running out of time, we're going to go to the delivery tab. And it's this little rocket ship down here. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Bless me. Dang. Okay, so you start out in the custom tab right here in the render settings. And here you can do whatever you want to. You can export the resolution, change the frame rate, formats, codecs, all that stuff. If you're exporting for your YouTube channel, I would click on the YouTube button. And what the YouTube button is, it already has presets that are basically the best for uploading to YouTube. What happens with YouTube nowadays is, well, it's always been the case, but nowadays it's a lot slower for some reason. But if you upload the wrong codec to YouTube, it has to recompress and re-render everything into the correct codec. Okay, so what Divinci Resolve has done is it's given us this nice template to use when we're uploading to YouTube. So the first thing I would do, I do everything in 4K. So the first thing I would do to this preset is I would select 4K right here, which is Ultra HD in here. It doesn't really say 4K, which is weird because it says 8K Ultra HD, but it just says Ultra HD, which is, I think, is weird. So anyway, you can do 4K right there. You can change all this stuff. Basically, you want to give it a file name. So let's say Speedway. And we want to browse locations. So I want to go to my backup folder. This is the Air 2S. This was on the 17th, and we'll just do it there. Okay. And basically what that does, it gives the address of the folder on your computer. This is the file name. And then it will add MOV or MP4 or whatever this, whatever the flavor that you chose over here. So when you hit add to render queue, the good thing about this is you can batch render a whole bunch of different type of files. So I could render this file, and this is my timeline 1. And then I could switch this to 1080 and change this to 1080, like add a different file name and add it to render queue. So now I have 2 jobs over here. And if I select one, down here I can render one of those files. If I select both of them, I can render all. So if there were like 10 files in here, 10 different video files, then I could render all those. And as soon as I hit render, it's going to run through the timeline and render those files into the place that I want them to go. All right. So that's it, y'all. Let me get everything situated here. All right. So we're going to put that there. We're going to put my overlay back on. I'm bright and shiny, and I'm probably out of focus because I moved around a couple times. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications. I want to put out more video tutorials on how to edit video in Divinci Resolve. I'm also planning on getting an M1 Mac. So I might do the same thing with Final Cut. The beauty of Divinci Resolve is you can use it on a PC or a Mac or even Linux. I don't know how many people have Linux machines, but you can use it there too. It's free to use unless you want something more advanced like transitions and render effects and filters and stuff like that. But I will say when I had the free version, I was able to do wipes and dissolves and stuff like that. So that might be all you need for your YouTube channel. But if you like this type of video, put a comment in the description. Put a comment below if you like these types of tutorials, these types of live streams where I do things hands-on and teach you guys something that I've learned over time. Most of my knowledge is from experience. And if I've experienced it before, I can teach you how to experience it. And I know that's deep, but I learned most of my things by watching someone else do it. And I think that's what's so awesome about YouTube nowadays. If I know how to do something you don't know how to do, I can do it on my YouTube channel. You can watch a video and all of a sudden you know how to do it. So that's how I like to learn, and that's how I like to teach. So if you like this type of content, please comment on the video. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, y'all. But thanks for hanging out. This was a long live stream, but it was a lot of fun. And I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I've got a video halfway edited for you guys. So yeah. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace out, y'all.